Afro-Caribbean Festival is coming to Freetown, Sierra Leone from December 28th to January 2nd, 2023. Air Senegal has a special flight bringing the diaspora and international festival goers to this 6 days event. With music, culture, food, arts, heritage, and memorable moments at home in the motherland. If you're not a rich Natong this holiday, no worry. If you're not traveling to Freetown for the holidays, don't worry. We've got you covered. Stream on Atlantic and enjoy arts, culture, music, heritage, and more. Relax, join and enjoy the Afro-Caribbean Festival on Atlantic. Watch live and on demand from Freetown, Sierra Leone for prices starting at $10. Scan the QR codes. Get your online event tickets now. The Afro-Caribbean Festival is promoting diaspora and local business connections. As part of the festival, diaspora and local businesses can also advertise their services and products for sale on Atlantic Network as the festival events are streaming or later as video on demand. This na new technology where Atlantic Network they use for stream the festival. So, business entrepreneurs, contact atlanticmediatech@gmail.com. Scan the QR codes or go to streamatlantic.com, atlanticmediatech.com or arevia.com. That's AREVEA.com. Contact atlanticmediatech@gmail.com.
Fambolemuna kushe henuna adu. We are done come back today for come talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet yards alone. Now hina we on. Whoa. Let we left for do them bad things there. We they feel a most alone. Now hina we on. Whoa. We had. And if we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean battle, we just want for make we had go before. If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean battle, we just want for make we had go before. Back again, back to base. Yes, we want to welcome you to another beautiful edition of your program we call We Yard. So tell me today how the reception Talek, how the picture Talek. How the picture Talek, how the picture, you know, it still lag, how the sound quality. Please just tell me from outside they get me from how it Talek right now. Well, today, inside the program, we want to do one short flashback because we hear it, then it pass all around with time. Say how the SLPP then promise we, but now we can look into that a little bit. And then you get Honorable Osman Timbo. You remember they want them where them been throwing at though. I mean, then 10 APC member of parliament, the way they been throwing at though. They say, una, come on here. Una not for the inside parliament. Remember, now the first issue that they will begin for come up and tea. So, one of them, good day with tweet today, Honorable Osman Timbo, for come talk about in aspiration, you know, for this particular position where now the Deputy National Secretary General or the National Deputy Secretary General, where is say in one for B. Well, you can't hear it from him. But before we go into all of them things and they, yes, before we go into all of them things and they, I really want to hear from you. How they sound today? Tell me how they sound today. You feel say they sound okay? You did get a nice society you there? It clear, they sound clear, the picture fine. Tell me, today we back in the studio, but we just yagba for make sure so we put other things there. Add the afternoon they'll be going to the other one them. So we want to know if you're okay. Yes, you're okay, really okay, yes. Okay, so if that be the case, we can go now and start with one short audio. I listen to this audio, then I just been the smile. That gives me more inspiration for go back into the manifesto of the SLPP new direction, as them been say. Well, I want for like yesterday we listened to one short audio. Well, now be something like 30-something minutes audio, but we just listened to a small bit because right now, like where we can don't say the work done already. We don't talk all the talk done. Now what we do now sort of revision or one thing where we hear is so much now. Not something like when they add no more now to waiting we don't already get. So if that be the case, let me go quick one. Let's see. Who that is? I am T-Dams. I am T-Dams. You make a member I be tell you, I can always tell us say we government rights on our social media government. All the thing they happen on social media, they riffraff talk the all. Now we government gets. The unfortunate for we caretaker. They say all of the things they don't do, na reality, not over hype. Very, very riffraff talk them. So we country now, so riffraff business. How the president riffraff na all thing. So can you imagine? Not over hype, I don't do all thing. This thing is really serious, eh? It's really, really serious. That reminds me, now when I can make we direct the program, how the program for go. That just reminds me how I for actually do today. It just reminds me how I for do today. Let's just see something if I get it right.
Parts of the country, never before, now enjoy regular supply.
Okay, so if that be the case, let's just get this. I've been just listening to other people. Me not actually do review too. I not actually do review. I not do review. For example, you get one guy in a social media where they call him to me. Where in a social media icon. We get this word here, then slogan, and then slangs there, not to hype, not to this. You know what I mean? So this particular guy, where they call Tommy, we government indeed na social media thing, man. Anything social media do now government sabi. So I feel good. I feel good for the guy who creates that thing there. Then I feel bad for we government for go into such kind of thing. I just feel say, oh my God, we government just too childish, man. Especially we president. We can't take if not to I call that thing there. If not to slangs now I take today. The last time he want say the game done babala, he said the game done balabala. We just to get this kind of thing where I'm not able to understand. Okay, if that be the case, some of you are not listening this because I really love that bring me come back to that particular thing there. If you are not listening yet, please, let's just take with them and watch this one for quick, yeah? And please, just listen no more.
More parts of the country than ever before now enjoy regular supply of electricity. Tutupa hypo, paupa, salongo bete. In no uncertain terms, we are making progress, ladies and gentlemen.
So you see how this guy don't become more celebrity. I mean, Tommy, I think that Tommy Bangura something like that one day. Not up a hype, of course. Yeah. So it shows that this guy, they make a very good step in the way how they do your own thing. And then you see how we young government, I mean, don't they tell us that we government and social media and things. They're very good in waiting to happen at the social media, especially the thing that when they get interest par. But anything when we draw their attention to for let them know say this then for put in place for let the country go in the right way, no, you don't become enemy. So can you imagine? Not over hype. This is the president, they make a national statement in the not over hype way. Then they talk about seriousness. And then it is continuously they give you slogan, they give you back talk every other day. If you not tell we say not to hype today, like I do, so it could tell we say, if we want for where the Chinese man they don't plant rest, we can't make them sell the rest to how they know one for sell them. And then same people are tell we about how the bread and butter issue for go. So I wonder how we government really don't tell it. If that be the case, let we not waste any more time. Let we listen back to one short audio whilst they prepare the floor for we guests for come inside. Let we listen to this short audio and then let we listen again and know who side we been come out. Now just a flashback. Listen to this.
Asma, listen, I not come for talk papi politics today, yeah? Then they talk about developments in this country. These people, they come and tell you about road. Then they come and tell you about light. No. We they tell people and the burning issue, the day-to-day issue where people every day they feel, the bread and butter issue. Asma, I they tell you, we now a responsible government are waiting. We take power today, I will tell you, in just 6 months we dey fix this country, we dey fix the economy. Look, Asma, for you know say now a reckless government that they run this country. Look at how much they buy dollar today. 7,500. Asma, I'll tell you, we own this country in just 6 months. Sierra Leoneans will buy dollar half the present rate now. We know how to do these things. Now, simply because this government not get qualified individuals and they not get people that we know how for run economy, make we they go through it, we they go through so today. You know, Asma, when the people are ready, well, come on, Minister of Transport, they make road, this, they make road, this, they make road. No, that's nonsense. When they talk about the burning issues of the people, the bread and butter, what he able for put on a table and eat. Now then they think about as a government. Yeah, Asma, look, imagine say the minimum wage at this country now 500,000. We as governments they think say somebody for able buy one bag rice, he get chop money for the one whole month, he able for pay school fee for the one whole year, he able for pay house rent, and then he even make savings inside that same 500,000. This is the kind of government we they build up for come with. We get all the professionals. Look, Asma, you know go to understand. This not just like we take power today. Give we 6 months, you go see exactly what they tell you.
All right, so this not the thing, not the situation. This now also come out. Then there's them way we in the look say the last government we actually don't do things them way we not been cool with. Say the last government. Remember now all sing. Tolombo na go sidoya. Angry bokwe. Tolombo na go sidoya. They suffer bokwe. This not been the things that we them been tell we where we fall for. Tell we say for example, you know, the dollar. They say the dollar. And it's by Kurman right now, so they talk so 750 leons or 750,000 for $1. When you talk about 750,000 leons, 750,000 leons for just $100. Then say then go cut the dollar price in half of that particular amount. Say half of that particular amount. There. Not knowing that word where Kiate Kabiobi asked me the other day. He asked me he say what change? That question that we fail for understand or answer that question there. Who's can change where we actually want? We fail for answer that question there. So now, then tell we say then the cut the number, half of the dollar rate where we getting 10 and it would be 750,000 leons. So half of that one day for be like 375,000 leons. I hope I get me math right. Half of that day for be like 375,000 leons. So what will happen now? Instead of half of that day, then don't times that now by 2. So every other day, and this dollar rate, and then tell me say now the most reckless part of the government. It's just the reckless part of the government. But unfortunately for them now, when we don't get the dollar, they clock 2 million now. Then they take excuse every other day. If they not take excuse per Ukraine and Russia, then go take excuse per corona or COVID. These are just the two. And interestingly, God just can't give the excuse for Teko. But the excuse now, the people don't faint by the play, and the excuse not they work how they want for they work. Why I say so? But now we all Guinea the shape border. Now we all Guinea the inside West Africa. Now we all Guinea then at the Mano River Union. Now we all Guinea then at Africa. Now we all Guinea then at the world. And now we all Guinea, they suffer the same thing. Waiting to happen at Russia and Ukraine, when then the field say they affect we. When are we if we affect past all? Okay, let me come out today. Let me tell we say they go cut the dollar price. Half of what it been day. When I be 7,500 or 750,000. Half of that one day for be almost. They say then the cut and 375, something like that. They say then the cut and done for we. Now, that amount where they say then the cut. We not be no say now the Guinea money that they talk about. We not be actually no say now the Guinea money where if we be give 5,000 of Salo money, then they give you 10,000 of Guinea money. We not be no say now Guinea their own money they want for cut down and then they inflate we own. then depreciate we own value. Now as we dey talk, we no dey talk about dollar. Because dollar they far, na can and they count them. This other one na neighbor, na here we dey neighbor to neighbor. We just the workers so don't pass that, workers so don't pass that. But dollar they far we pass to take plane almost hours. Now then they give you 5,000 Guinea money for almost 15,000 Salo money. Can you imagine? I wonder now whose kind excuse where they go give you now with regards that one day. And really they try to understand whose kind excuse where they will get for Giwi, where we talk about that particular issue day. Well, we come go now. I be just want for we get the stage ready for we guests. Now that make actually one for we see who side we come out and who side where they go. Well, I just the watch for see if they I just the watch for see if we just come inside any minute from now. Any minute from now, it will come inside for we discuss the issues them where we actually get. Any minute from now, it actually don't join. But if it hear me, you picture not display it. In other words, you camera they off. So this not the situation. We not they talk anymore about the dollar. The dollar for me, I still consider one of the most popular currency in the world. But what about Guinea money, where we your money be get weight per serious one? And this government be promise we very good things then. I beg, if that be the case, listen back. Because this government right now, they excuse them beaucoup, and if we listen to doctor, then it's right. He tell we say the explanation they don't beaucoup. This government every day they explain, and they reach the way the people and go tire, and I do the reach now exactly what in doctors and then it's right talk. Now I repeat so let me go back and listen to this audio again.
Asma. Listen, I not come for talk papi politics today, yeah? Then they talk about development in this country. These people, they come and tell you about road. Then they come and tell you about light. No. They tell people and the burning issue, the day-to-day issue where people every day they feel. The bread and butter issue. Asma, they tell you, we now a responsible government are waiting. We take power today, I will tell you, in just 6 months, we will fix this country, we will fix the economy. Look, Asma, for let you know, say, now a reckless government now they run this country. Look at how much they buy dollar today. 7,500. Asma, I'll tell you, we own this country in just 6 months. Sierra-Leoneans will buy dollar half the present rate now. We know how to do these things. Now simply because this government not get qualified individuals and they not get people that we know how for run economy, make we they go through it, we they go through so today. You know, Asma, where the people already, oh come on, Minister of Transport, they make road, this they make road, this they make road. No, that's nonsense. When they talk about the burning issues of the people, the bread and butter, what he able for put on a table and eat. Now then they think about as a government. Yeah? Asma, look, imagine say the minimum wage at this country is 500,000. We as government they think say somebody for able buy one bag rice, he get chop money for the one whole month, he able for pay school fee for the one whole year, he able for pay house rent, and then he even make savings inside that same 500,000. This is not the kind of government we they build up for can with. We get all the professionals them. Look, Asma, you not going to understand. This not just like we take power today. Give we 6 months, you go see exactly what they tell you.
And this not exactly what they try to talk about. This government be promise say, you know, if we give them 6 months, then we're able to transform the economy, then we're able to make things look better for we. But as we talk so right now, the dollar price where they say they meet 7,000 or 750,000 where they want for cut, half of that number there. Yeah, well, they talk about 375,000. As we talk so, the dollar don't pull close per leons. The leons don't depreciate. So me not the compare leons again to the dollar. I compare the Guinea money. When now we now be the Kaiba, now we now be the big one there for the Guinea money. Today, 2017-18, when you give 5,000 Salo money, then they give you like 10,000 Guinea money. But as we talk so right now, when you give when you get 5,000 Guinea money, then they give you close to 15,000 Salo money. You see how disgraceful it don't be? Then you begin to ask yourself a question of who side we dey now? What in this government will tell we? For say the reduce, where they want for reduce. Now we own value they want for reduce and add to the value of the Guinea money. no, this is unacceptable at all. It's just too unacceptable. And then we say they get all who that them, the people them, we get all the Sabina the wall for able forget things them, wait for make things them go on, I get for go. Well, I will left that one there first for now and for this particular minute, and then we go and welcome we own guest where we actually get inside the program for this particular event, where well, this I be don't tell one just no say. This that be one person this way. If you don't go to Parliament, now that's how the thing begin. I be one una, but I not be here. You remember the first drama we been at Parliament? Not until today they begin fight or not until today police begin interfere. When they say enter the dragon, not until today. This man when you see at the screen, so now one of the youngest, well, one of the most enlightened. Okay, one of the people them this, where it be for say, when it comes to law, then Sabiam, they able for talk about them. Well, I been up say if it been there, now one of the people and this, where for be the peer with Honorable, Abdul Kagbo, Honorable AKK, Honorable, Cherry Coco, and the rest, for make them go able for the, make them hear how the parliament they come out. But, the SLPP, the first thing where they pick up, they say, oh, brains then they inside. If we not pull them brains there, then go thump we canker worm, get a throat. So what they do? And then 3 foot there. Then 3 foot there and then begin for jack, they no one for go. Then they say, SLP, then they root them and tell them go now do. Well, from that time there, we not hear anything yet from that particular incident. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we own family members them now we are. For the very first time in the history of we are, let me welcome Honorable Osman Timbo. We say he actually won for contest this time around for a national position na the All People's Congress where na the young party where he belongs to. Well, the position we want contest for is say na the Deputy National Secretary General. Honorable, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Singapore. Thank you so much. And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you day around this world. And I'm happy to be here for the first time. And I'm so pleased that only follow our program. And I must say you're doing very well for this country. And this is what we all should be doing. Because alone we're all human and we have responsibility. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm pleased to be with you.
Thank you very much for where you honor the invitation. Okay, so the first question I go ask you now, this way I say them through to now. There are updates we bar. What thing do happen without our case day?
Now you see I'm laughing, I'm smiling, but honest, and the first side and they will start to kill the democracy of this nation. And as you rightly say, these are things we unprecedented. For you see police officers them enter the sacred well of parliament and desecrate them. That means like you go inside mosque or church, you scatter, you do all kinds of bad things. That didn't exactly happen that time day. But fast forward to we being removed from parliament, that was only a self-serving move for making them get again the majority in parliament after they lost the majority by the people's vote. If you're asking where we're at now, I can tell you, say, we've been filed an application to the Supreme Court for interpretation. Since we filed that application for interpretation, up till this day, the Supreme Court not assigned any case in the yet. Some people at the Judiciary say, we case when the appeal case will be filed, they may not to where I'm not do. Yes, not true that the appeal case will be filed, they may to where I'm not do because we be raised an objection. Say one of the judges, because in the Court of Appeal, now 3 judges they sit. We say one of the judges, because of his previous relationship with the SLPP, in the sense that if you don't even contest for being member of parliament twice. You get me clearly?
The one that na earphone you use?
Yeah, na earphone they use.
Say again, lad. I think your voice is clear now.
Na earphone they use. Maybe I can use both. Any good?
Yes. It's good now.
Okay, just a second.
Because what you talk so very, very important, very sensitive, for let we not get and fine at all. Everybody go on for no, because I feel say for me this case, from where this thing be happen at Parliament, you know, most of we not even know what thing they happen. We just dead in a total blackout. So it go nice for let you update we about this particular thing. Yeah, you will explain, say they not assign the case.
So yes, so like I say, there's a Supreme Court case application will be filed. And the waiting may be in this Supreme Court application will be made. Now we ask for the Supreme Court to interpret the Constitution to the extent that the Constitution provides the entire case yaso should be completed within 4 months after the election. We take 13 months to Parliament, over 12 months after the election don't pass. We bring an application and say, no, the time don't pass for make una give this judgment, the case then is supposed to wait them. So the High Court will go ahead and give a ruling on that case. So based on that, since that the constitutional matter, and not only the Supreme Court to get the right for interpret the Constitution, we will file an application to the Supreme Court for me the Supreme Court interpret that one. Up till now, we're waiting for that. Apart from that, there will be also appeal to the Court of Appeal. But you go here now, if you ask the Judiciary, they will tell you that they've been told we case and do. And waiting a means that they told we case and do, and because we've been filing an application, so one of the judges there, we've been sitting on the case because of 3 judges that sit by the panel of the Court of Appeal. We file an application and say this judge will come out on the case because this judge, in previous life, I mean, when he been in private practice, now be an SLPP member. And this not been in dispute because this judge, for 2 consecutive elections, he contests to be a member of Parliament in some part inside the country for the SLPP, and he be lost. And we're saying, of all the judges within the Court of Appeal, why does it have to be that man for sitting on panel? And we say, no, we know the go for a case where we know say, person at that panel, they will have SLPP person. Or not being, yes, like I say. We don't know whether he not left the SLPP or he was still a member. So we say, no. The Court of Appeal refused the application and said that they proceed with the case. So we decide, say, we are not pursuing, we are not going further with it. You get me?
Yes, please, clear.
Oh, yeah. So we said not to go further with the appeal, so they mean to the appeal. But what we bank on, and what we still wait for, that the Supreme Court in assignment of the case on the interpretation of the Constitution on the 4 months. We also will not team up against. We respect the court. We respect the decision of the court. Yeah? But we are saying, no sign on the laws of this country, the election laws, the Constitution of Salon, we say, if you pull one person, the person we can second, now you take you put that Parliament. That means that person they represent the will of the people. The will of the people should be represented by a person with the majority of the people that vote.
If I can go back, when I listen to the talkman for the courts, for the judiciary, Elkas Sano, been tell we say the court they go by waiting and call precedents. Thing we been don't happen before. I think, except if I missed that, but it would make reference to Shebema, a case be one particular constituency been there around that side, where it say them contest and then the court been turned back that particular result and the person will become second, where then file appeal against that, the person will become second and then we make so now that precedent they use in your own case.
I want for challenge anybody will say so. The facts are totally different. And this case be actually got to do with a colleague of ours where I mean, well, I don't call the name, but it been contest. And the story now that after the SLPP party being awarded the symbol to them, the person where it been contest
actually, this not been public, information we actually need for. I think if I get it right, I'll be Ansel Lanson, right?
Correct, not Ansel Lanson.
Correct, okay.
I'll be a lawyer and a colleague of ours and not respect.
Yes, please.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
But in your case, when the SLPP award them the symbol, the person will be the contest against them inside the SLPP, where they not give the symbol, they bring a case against them. So then took in effect based on the award of the symbol. While that case stayed there on the petition, the learned judge at the time, when I've been Justice Showers, they issue an injunction. Injunction in the sense the man in name and face no falling at the ballot. When I say injunction, I mean they stop neck or make them put neck then because a neck them be color. So let them put in name or face at the ballot paper. But neck the arguments that they be already don't print. Because they already don't print, so they cannot stop people from voting. And that's actually, in what I think legally, they're not going to even hold that election, so they're going to not hold on until the courts give clearance for me to hold the injunction.
I think it be happen because they be late for take them decision in day, and they be already do everything.
They may not take, yes. But the elections not be which yet. They not take the voting.
Yes.
So when the elections come, this possible they may not, the courts may not stop for the no contest because he faced in at the ballot paper. They voted for him.
Yes.
So it will not become void from the start. They're not being court in votes them, in face and name not from the lady. So when the courts give a final decision, it said because this second person now get his highest votes, and the other person, all the votes the way they may vote for him, now invalid votes. That means the person with the highest votes and the person we can second. That was the interpretation. I can tell you within a million case, there was no mention of Ansel Lanceland's case inside there. All the other 10 people, because now 11 of them pool, all the other 10 people them, there was no mention of Ansel Lanceland's case inside the case today. So it is only a way for deceive the people. Now he make them they say now president from the court. Definitely we case not be fall squarely within the remit
of the question now, because the truth is everybody aware of on your matter. Anybody you ask now, how stand the democracy begin get problem and go say from where them pull them 11 member of parliament them forcefully, you know, from them position them. But if you ask them further, say, okay, wetin have been this wahala? Wetin have been this thing? When make them pull them member of parliament here, most people no go get you know, better idea of wetin make. Let me take you as a case study. Wetin have been the argument for removing you, for pulling you to a parliament?
Okay. So the case them fall into two categories. They call one some constitutional and some election problems. For me, they say a constitutional breach. And for other people, they say a violence and other election malpractices. Yeah? But there was no consistency in their case though. Me then say while I've been working for government, I don't resign 1 year before the elections. And that me not resign 1 year before I sought to be elected. Okay. I've been also already discussed this again because for me, going to parliament wasn't the be all and end all. Now be a sacrifice I make for the people and for represent them. I know how much I've lost my privacy. I know how much it will be challenging for me to represent people and you being in opposition. But yet still I say as a young person, my community, my constituency, my people and the young people of this country and even the old people believe in me. So I make that sacrifice and say, let me join politics and represent them. So the story in that, okay, then judge me. So before this, I've been worked in the office of the chief of staff, in the office of the president as a legal advisor for investments. In January of 2017, I flew out of this country and go to Ethiopia on an invitation of the United Nations for do a regional course in international law. The president announced the elections date will be the 7th of March, 2018. On the 4th of March, 2017, I returned to this country, and on the 6th of March, 2017, I tendered my resignation. The last time I received salary in my position as legal advisor was the 28th of February, 2017. Interestingly, from the time we I stopped for receive salary, I don't ever deposit a single money into my salon commercial bank account.
Hold on, let's ask this thing, Nikin. I think critically, as you say something, you actually left for get salary in February, as you say.
February 28th was
and
the last time.
You resigned
the month of February.
In March.
The 6th of March.
Okay. Why you stop for get salary before you resign?
Because then they pay you at the end of the month. So my last salary at the end of February, they pay me. Why I say the 6th of March? Because that day they attend my resignation. I returned from Ethiopia and can personally handle for my resignation. Then I ended on my letter of resignation. But the law inside the Constitution say you not for receive money from the consolidated fund 1 year before you seek election.
So now you tell we say you've been there within that time frame of 1 year.
No, I don't receive money.
No, what I mean, you be respect the 1 year time frame where they say you not for work for government.
Absolutely. But waiting at the issue now that in the interpretation of the court, they say elections are a process where they start from nominations.
Okay.
Nominations was on the 26th of January. Because nominations are 26th January, me resign in March, they say take 1 year from the time we I resign to the time they nominate me. And my arguments are that I not seek elections from NEC. I seek elections from the people. And who's the people that elect me? Now the 7th of March. There is no way when me for not resign January, when me not even know at that time that the president don't be even announced the date yet for the elections. Because the former president, President Nkrumah, announced the date for elections in February.
Okay.
He announced the date in February. So there was no way I could have resigned in January. And there was no way how nominations could be considered as elections when the law clearly said the day you seek.
All right, the program now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We get Honorable Osman Timbo. It actually explains something very interesting, something sensitive. When I think that the way we don't talk about all these things, we don't talk about them, but we actually not able to get proper, explanation to this particular thing. So if they are this even thing, for let it talk to we about that. Well, not to that they purposely make it kaya. It come here because actually one for we talk about in aspiration for the position of the deputy, National Secretary General for the APC. But we use this as an opportunity for talk about imposition. Imposition na the court. The term where in a be member of parliament. We want to talk about that and quickly. But the internet don't hold them up and they go get for join we back just now. We did talk about the issue of where him na be member of parliament. All of that the night they use so now for talk to we inside this particular program. And they use that and they for talk to we inside this program for let we see waiting the happen. But in the meantime, let me take this break whilst we fix in pictures the game again.
The Afro-Caribbean Festival is coming to Freetown, Sierra Leone from December 28th to January 2nd, 2023. Air Senegal has a special flight bringing the Diaspora and international festival goers to this 6 days event. With music, culture, food, arts, heritage, and memorable moments at home in the motherland. If you're not a rich Natong this holiday, no worry. If you're not traveling to Freetown for the holidays, don't worry. We've got you covered. Stream on Atlantic and enjoy arts, culture, music, heritage, and more. Relax, join and enjoy the Afro-Caribbean Festival on Atlantic. Watch live and on demand from Freetown, Sierra Leone for prices starting at $10 US. Scan the QR codes. Get your online event tickets now. The Afro-Caribbean Festival is promoting diaspora and local business connections. As part of the festival, diaspora and local businesses can also advertise their services and products for sale on Atlantic Network, as the festival events are streaming or later as video on demand. This na new technology where Atlantic Network they use for stream the festival. So, business entrepreneurs, contact atlanticmediatech@gmail.com. Scan the QR codes or go to streamatlantic.com, atlanticmediatech.com or arevia.com. That's AREVEA.com. Contact atlanticmediatech@gmail.com.
Oh yes, plenty organization don't come and go, but this one come for stay, because in M, not the heartbeat of God, for help the poor and needy. It's the Sidra Women's Organization.
Sidra's Women Organization. They come for help with the poor and Sidra's Women Organization.
The Sidra Women's Organization will be launched officially on Saturday, the 7th of January 2023. This historic event go on for inside McKinneyton, right now the SLTU Hall. The time now 10 o'clock now morning. As the main aim of this organization now for help the poor and needy, the Sidra Women's Organization would look for extend invitation to all Soriat organizations, especially other sister women's organization, for can witness this colorful ceremony. I say we McKinney fumble them. Let we not forget the date again. Now Saturday, January 7, 2023, 10 o'clock in the morning, and the place now the Great SLTU Hall, McKinney Town. This organization is sponsored by a daughter of the swell based in the United States of America, Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara. The Sidra Women's Organization, helping the poor and needy, is our passion. Is our passion.
They come for do their best to the poor, east, west, south, the east, and the north. Afuma me no supported, kare mara afuma money. Afuma me no supported, kare mara afuma money. Anye antite, ali. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the program where you actually watch right now. Now, we are on YouTube and on Facebook. So we get Honorable Osman Timbo. We there with me inside the program for we talk about different things. Then, so we be just get break for fix certain thing. But I'll use this short one quick before I continue with this now the microphone them where actually them just don't reach me. Before I go for a vacation. This one come up from Sidra 2. Now 2 of them. Largest. The reason being I want for lay the one I'm not even open yet, but I will use the opportunity for opening right now. 2 short microphone them where they say where he actually give him. He say he want for lay continue for do good work. The good thing now, not to Honorable Osman Timbo give you because a politician. So now 2, see the other one there inside the box. I just did try for open them. So 2 of them short microphone here. Now in they actually give it. So when me and Bible are still here, Bible and Cutlass not a joke anymore. And then again other things them where he saying like keyboard, like computer stand where we're going to put your computer them on top the laptop them and other things them. So one for use this thing on behalf of the family for tell plenty thank you to Syria 2. Mama Syria too, for this particular thing. Thank you very much. We appreciate them. Interestingly, I've been just to think of how we for able to get, better mic them. Then he said, no, SLPP, no need for worry. Let buy this. And interestingly, this is very expensive. Very, very expensive. They're not nothing less than 500 for each. Very, very expensive. Because the quality where they want they get. If I all myself now morning, I able for gym with and then me muscle big. They really get power. So this is not the professional microphone the way don't send. For we where we don't receive. So one for tell them plenty. Thank you, family members them. This is not the good news way one for share. I want for try for use them today, but I'm not being sabi. I'm not sabi at all. I'm not gonna lie. I connect them, but I find out say something and the way I need for do. So I just say okay. Lano pull na do am today. Like keep am back. Allow go to the old farm world because they say one jealous. But anyway, let's continue with the program again. We don't get again Honorable Osman Timbo. Honorable, welcome again.
Thank you. I'm sorry for me technical hitch.
It's okay, not to you actually cause them. So this is not the situation. You be actually they explain. So let me just get them from you.
So like I was saying, I not seek election from NEC. I seek election from the people there. And the day the people there vote for me will be March 7, 2018. Meaning it was over 1 year after I resigned, 90 people then go elect me. But they say no, now from the day they nominate me in January, and I think that for the resign. When there was no way I could have resigned, when the president then announced a date for elections on the 15th or so of February 2017. So that was one of the issues. And for some other people, they say violence. The funny thing about the violence that same election side and vote for the president. For example, Wilberforce, where they say the Honorable Leon, violence be there inside it. Violence not being there for the president.
And
violence not being there for the councillors.
Now the same polling station.
Same center, exactly. So then pull them people in there. But I can tell you, the long and short of it all, this was all politics. They wanted to get 10 of us out so that they could get the majority in Parliament. It couldn't sit well with them. I can tell you how it all started, yeah? When we just come for be the Speaker of Salon Parliament, I vote the members of Parliament and go for vote. For 2/3, if you don't get 2/3, then simple majority of the members of Parliament and they give you the Speaker of Parliament.
So simple majority basically means say if you get 11 people, then 6 votes and 5 votes and they all get 6 and win.
Correct, okay. Correct. So in that kind of case, if we go to an elections in Parliament that time, they're not for be with you. They're not for me get the speakership.
We mean say,
and you know how
Abbas Bundu not for me don't be the speaker.
Correct, and that's a challenge we'll get up to this day because we don't challenge that in so many places, and that not been the beginning.
Okay.
So what they do cleverly, they say, okay, no go court, we will bring a case against them people here. So when we bring the case against the people, they issue an injunction. They're not going to go to court for go. They're not going to go to Parliament for go vote for the speaker. That's how it started.
So they actually put injunction on una, where they mean say then tap una for go to Parliament by law, by the court.
Correct.
Then
by law.
Where they don't tap una, that then they do the election.
Correct. So that caused that first fight inside the Parliament. That night they actually caused the first fight where then police them come inside because we're saying we will never serve court orders and then the cases that will be get against the SLPP equally, because when we see this stuff happen, we have been bringing cases against the SLPP at the Southeast. I'll tell you what happened finally then. The judge at the time did not sit on the cases at the Southeast for some strange reason and not been anywhere after be seen. This is not the same judge actually where they put a Court of Appeal case. And not been there. So they issue injunctions against we own MPs, and then your MPs them now, especially in the South, will not be able to get injunctions against them. Because who is saying what is good for the goose is good for the gander. What you do to me, it will be good for let me self do to you. So cleverly they bring the injunctions, yeah. Then the clerk of Parliament, without these orders being served on us or anything, the people who make the complaint, the petitioners, them, then serve them on the clerk of Parliament, and the clerk of Parliament just come inside the court and can begin read the names them. So we said, no way, we're not the commoner though. We will not get out of this Parliament. Now they all have fracas begin, all have fet with the police system and come
to better one. First Sunday for this Parliament.
Correct. The first fet of plenty fets.
Yeah, wait, the first one of the lineup one they would don't get. Yeah. under this particular speaker of the House of Parliament. Anyway, so this is not the situation, and then now the case they're not to according to it. You don't say according to them and all of things things there.
But the case is still there. It is Supreme Court, and I just want to say case to the rotten though, so we're not too worried.
So the question, the case not the rotten, that is true. But the question I want to ask, because I know something. If somebody illegally they take couple from we consolidated fund, in other words, me not supposed to be member of parliament, then I get member of parliament fee or salary. It means say it go get for big crime for me one time, or one time go the way then go say I for pay all of that money there. So what you they say if I get for bring this case come up, let's say now the case not the rotten, this government not the treat this case serious, but tomorrow then carry that case, and then people lost the case. It means say they go get for refund all of them money that they don't be done the eat.
Number one, we will cross that bridge, they will reach there. Number two, I think not to get for us for me they return the money.
No, not to you by law, because I'm not say precedent and like that they be done the come up. Whereas somebody not supposed to be in the office, if they take salary, they return them back.
So all me go say that what we go ask for. And that's all these years where they put with the money, they will be lost. But they not pay with them for pay with them back. That's all. The court go or the government can go after whoever else where them in the pay will not be supposed to receive salary. But like I say, we will cross that bridge to reach there. I think there's another election cycle coming up, and let's see how to save this country. That's the most important thing at this particular.
All right, so sister admin just the queue me say we get 30 new members that we don't join but they're not subscribed yet. As we talk right now, we get 461 YouTube where they watch we, and then we get 221 on Facebook where actually we watch we. So in total they talk about 600 and something. And then on Facebook, let me see how many people they actually like. We get 98 people don't like, and then we get shares of 8. Please, wanna continue for like and share the program. We get Honorable Osman Timbo, we don't join we inside the program. If you actually they talk about that talk where you be always on the talk about anything they talk. Whoever argue under this government, you not talk about they 11 or not 10 members of parliament the way they remove. Well, today we don't get today the first time this for let me say safe understand fine one. All of the small equipment and the small thing them where they inside this particular case. So I'm blessed for be part of this particular explanation today. Now, like you don't lecture me, and now we are the talk. I go the argue now from the informed point of view where are able to present my case. And then let's go over to YouTube. YouTube 461 with 143 likes. Hey, boy, what happened? What you do wrong? Why not the greedy we? Please hit for the like button. I know say una they enjoy the explanation just like myself. La no shame. And I enjoy so much just now. Don't forget, waiting are one of our responsibility. Like the program so other people go in for discover app. And the message when you get here, the benefits here. Hey, you share them. So please don't forget as well for share them, so other people go understand. Wait. We get plenty people who don't join we get 62,834 family members then, yeah. But we don't slow down. In terms of what we want to achieve, 100,000 for meet up, the end of this December. We don't slow. Please, if you just join me for the first time, help me for reach our goal for reach 100,000 subscribers them for meet up the end of this year. Because next year, we're not going to tell you say subscribe. We will get for the pay attention and the work serious one. So please, if you want for the be part of this, remember how election time they come. Plenty things there. Remember our messages they would only send to you. Go register, go take this, go this. We get for the give now more and more things than they where we don't pack for now the basket and more programs there as well. So we get Honorable Osman Timbo. We don't join inside the program today. What we'll talk about some. Now we'll go now to the main thing we make you carry out today. If I get you correct, let's just bring out something quick. Because I want to make we all understand this particular thing. Yeah. I project this particular image, and this is the original thing we bring you can at the program this morning, this evening. Honorable Osman Timbo say he want for be the APC Deputy National Secretary General, so because of that they can join we had for let you talk about this in aspiration. Okay, so today of course this is not the flyer, and this is not the post where you see where we put where we be not released. Some of them we don't see this, some of them are not see it. Not a big deal. Now the person there inside, so we talk about things them. Kojuma they with me. The civil self they talk about things them. Now this not big position though. Big position. Now this you want for get so. What it make you actually say you want for take like because if I get the organogram, the executive arm, if I get out another for attempt for do something I know sabi, the Secretary General, now the number 3 person, now the party, right? According to the executive, the national executive, Secretary General first.
You can call it that, but it depends on how you look at them. Yeah, because in a situation where we win power, so you get the leader and the deputy leader. When are the president and the vice president? Mm-hmm. You get the chairman and the vice chairman, mm-hmm. and you get the secretary and the deputy. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the administration of the party, the head of the secretariat, the administrative head of the party, the number 1 person, now the secretary general.
Okay.
And number 2 person at the secretariat, now principal assistant, when are the deputy national secretary general.
Okay. So
yes.
I will take her from that angle there, where you count and so. So if we want to take her from the administrative part of this whole thing, we go say you go for the second position inside the party. The secretary in deputy. Now you go for so right now, ain't he?
In secretariat.
Yes, now for the secretariat. Why?
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
As a young man,
yeah.
we don't see the one the way they did in that position in a big man them. Where they can say, like for example, the last Secretary General, Ambassador Osman Timbo, not be the Secretary General, and then again deputy, where I'm not able to know the deputy. But this is a big position, this where you want to go for so, the deputy. Why you want to go for this as a young guy, young man?
Firstly, like respect to the person when I've been the former Deputy National Secretary General, when we own senior and former head of the bar, when I be lawyer Frank Kagbo, when be Attorney General and Minister of Justice Nasalo, and until the court get decision for pull them, now I be the Attorney General. Sorry, now I be the deputy.
I don't want to go. Now big man them in them position in day. Yeah. So now I go now to the question. Back where I ask you. You now a young man and you want this position. Why?
Now, firstly, like give an example to Yusuf. You see the impact where you don't make with this program where you do so. You're a young man too. And the reason why not because you feel like it is your responsibility to play a part, to contribute. You also feel like with what you do so you can create a platform where you will discuss issues, people can go see and understand, and people can go also appreciate the need for move this country go before. Same way so with we ambition and various, not so just me one, almost every other person with a contest for position within the party, a young person. The dynamics of politics has changed. You get plenty new people, young people that don't get interested in politics. We understand we self better. If you they start for explain something, because we belong to similar generations or the same generation, when you start for talk, I don't understand who side you come off from. When we start for talk, you see who side they try for go. This is what is happening now with the politics across the world. We get presidents them across in various countries in the world when a very, very young man, Macron of France, Trudeau, you get former Barack Obama. Look at the Prime Minister now within the UK, Rishi Sunak. These are all very, very young people. And because of technological advancements and also the fact that the political landscape don't change, you get more people when they come up for take responsibilities for determine and for shape their present and their future. As young people, as much as we respect and we don't learn from, we elders them, I think it behoves us now with responsibility as young people we take responsibility for determining with future. Make we tell we self wetin we want for tomorrow bambai. Make we tell we self say, na this kind life now we want for the pikin that we don't begin born can live and enjoy. The one that we don't the old, we respect them, they get all the experience, but we believe say, since they don't live the life and they're moving out, make them not can make decision for we on them where we time different from them. It's the computer age, it's the technological age, and we get a better understanding of this. This is not the reason why, as a young person, I decide for put myself in this race. Similarly, I believe say, now the same reason make the one way they contest for be Secretary General of the party. At the present moment, we get two. We don't show interest. We don't know whether they will apply because application term not reach it. There's lawyer Adi Macaulay, who's a young man, and lawyer Lansana Dumbuya, who is also a fairly young man. Both of these people are young people, and they all get a young competence where if any of them win, with me as part of the team, we can use the ideas for transform the APC. Secondly, I believe say, I've been not say this again on social media before, that charity begins at home. I'm not going to say I just want to represent me people and my constituents in a parliament, where the vehicle were for use for go parliament get small broke down. If we not manage, then broke down then this, sometimes the starter get problem, the alternator get problem. If we not fix them well, then we're not able to provide quality representation for people in the parliament. This now in drive me say, let's rebuild the APC. Whether we accept them or not, for the foreseeable future, the APC and the SLPP are the two main political parties in Sierra Leone. I don't tell people them before, and I will continue for say them today, that the APC not a bad party. The SLPP not a bad party. These political parties, if you read their constitutions and governing laws, or the reason why they even create them, their philosophy, not a bad philosophy they get. They all get plans and ideas for developing nation. Waiting on bad, now because now bad people don't join politics. One my colleague, they tell me then this year, he said, Usai, the good people refuse for join. The bad one them that they can't take over. This is what has happened. Most good and young people, they afraid for take the path where we they take so. They rather sit on and wait. They sponsor one candidate. When the candidate win elections, they say, okay, can appoint me. Easy. But for me as a young man, from 2013, I don't put myself to the people them and say, since now I represent, now owner for give me the mandate for represent una. I don't choose the hard way. From 2012 elections, I dey perfect up and down with my people there. Up and down constituency, rain come, sun come, I deal with them. They overwhelmingly voted for me as one of with a high, almost the highest percentage votes in the Western area. I go to Parliament. The same thing again, I want to represent the people within the party. I believe, say, me na workman. I don't care about the name. Like I said in my declaration statement, it is not about just holding a position at the national executive of the party. No. I don't serve the party in various official and unofficial capacities for many years, for over 10 years now. Plenty things where you see. And now I'm for make boast, but me hand it the end down. The constitution where you see right so today.
Wait. You say plenty things where we see. You know how for make boast, but you hand it the end down. But we don't see beaucoup things though. Negative things, them positive things, them.
No. As in the governing laws of the party.
Okay.
So, for example, the constitution of the party, when I don't turn a new page within the party. Osman Timbo na the principal draftsman of that constitution. Na me hold the pen, na me type, na me write. Na me write, then I carry it down to the chairman and other members of the committee. I say, look, what do you think? Then pull here, then put here, then pull here, then put here, until we get a document where we not go consider as a perfect document, but we consider them as a progressive constitution where we go able to live with in a democratic society. So I've worked in every place where don't put me in my 14 years in public life. I have worked and I have contributed. For again, going back to this constitution, when they make me a member of that committee, I was just an ordinary member. They not pick me, they say you can be the person they can draft. Then pick me as a member. When I go inside, I see there's challenge in drafting this because people not get the experience in drafting. And as a day now, in my former life, when I've been work for government, firstly, as a legal aid lawyer, now we draft the legal aid law for Salone. I go to Parliament and defend that law during the Table Pass-up in 2010. In 2014, same way so, now we draft the Public-Private Partnership Act. And we go Parliament and we defend that act in a Parliament. So I have previous experience in drafting legislations. So that's how I took part and became the principal draftsman. I take this responsibility on myself and draft this constitution.
So you know to train ya for right things then where you get for do its progress?
Not at all. In terms of administration and running and the party affairs. The National Youth League of the party, I was the National Executive Secretary of the party. I can tell you I couldn't do much as National Executive Secretary because the platform wasn't created for me. So most of the job at the time was being done by other people. But at the same time, I was the Deputy Regional Youth Leader of the APC for the Western area. So I have been working, like I said in a Wokman, my very first year in Parliament, I was appointed as the Deputy Chairman of the Legislative Committee in our Parliament with absolutely no experience. But they saw that I was fit enough for being the deputy for that particular position there. And I remember during my term, I chaired the Anti-Corruption Act, the Anti-Corruption Bill. Shortly before they put me in a Parliament, we will not done that bill there, but we will not be able to present it to the plenary. So somebody else came in and take the praise for that day, but I was the person who was chairing that committee for make the new amendments to the Anti-Corruption Act. So in terms of experience, I have the requisite experience. And lately, I have been working with the establishment of the party. Like I say, for they even see small things they move within the secretariat. Not a boast also, I have been helping. And that help, they were don't help, don't show the people and say, yes, this young man can play a role. And I want to make everybody know, say, my candidature for be the Deputy Secretary General of the party, na me own conviction, not a person send me, not a person I want to represent. I believe, say, my conscience and my conviction say, yes, you can serve this party diligently and in the best interest of the members of the party and the country. That is why I don't put myself to the service of the party and for this position.
Like the national politics, like the country right now, where we talk about divided country, where they talk about, economy, weak economy. So we go say they happen inside the APC, whereas you get different people from different sides. You even see recently the ITGC, how they've been very much confused. Just now that they try to put themselves together. We don't still say, even for the election, lower level election, they say no, they come out, then they pull them back, then they come out. This means una get big work for do. If una actually then vote una inside, as the new executive of una party. So they work there so when you see so. you feel how soon na feel say we're going for put a party, because the minute when they vote on inside, like in 2017, 2018, especially for the flag bearer election, you get for see other people the jam. You know, because whether don't put money, you don't spend, or lost election, you get for be disgruntled. You know, the next way they think of is either going to another political party or for actually sit back and say no, and see now they want, let them just work. Because we see that happen in 2018. Most of the one they want to have the flag bearer aspirants them, not help for campaign for and the flag bearer way una been choose. You know, because of one reason or the other. When me say when I get work for do this time around, how una go make sure say we not see something will be happen in 2017-18, happen again 2022-23.
A lot of work has to be done, I must admit. A lot of work, and it's a very, very big work. But I also want to tell you, say, what in the party they go through, so at this particular moment, it's not surprising. Will they go through a transition, a new constitution, a new leadership, and definitely there's power struggle. There's nothing wrong for legal various camps, various candidates we want to promote or we want to aspire for various positions. And the good thing now that we have democracy, not like we didn't have democracy before, but with this new constitution, it gives everybody the right to come forward and vote for us for the mandate of the people. With this new platform we don't create through the constitution, I believe, say, every true-blooded APC person will go through a democratic process and win or lose the elections. It's supposed for no say. The APC is supposed to be not a sour loser, but a good loser. It will be very hard because, like I say, people don't spend their money. The person will win, now aim for be gracious in victory. When you win, you're supposed to be able to talk to your brother because we are still brothers. And the common objective now for win elections and govern this country in the right path and for ensure that this country develop. So the first responsibility now for see how within the shortest possible time we're able to bring ourselves together. And that is why in various platforms them where I don't talk, I don't tell people, let we not get to the point where we burn the bridge, we burn the house, we burn everything, then no way, not for no patch we set back. I can tell you, say, the one the way they contest for even be the flag bearer, I don't ever see them they cost themselves or cost them money. I don't see them they sit down, they joke and they laugh. But their supporters there. Now then they go the extra mile for do their thing. We to we set within the APC, we are not enemies. Let we understand that. I can believe in Sengbe. Other person they will believe in Osman Timbo. But at the end of the day, let we realize that we are all APC. We get one common competitor, the government, the present government. I don't want to call them enemy. Now we competitors. Now then we actually for compete against. What would they do so now intra-party, now inside? So we said, let we not burn wheels. Let we not do things to the point where for me go big possible for come back, it will be difficult. But I want to assure you, Sengbe Pierre, that with all what they talk about in 2018, not one of the one that we contest then for be flag bearer be left the APC party. Because the APC is an institution where people in love. So that means say even though they not win, maybe the way how they appoint the person will be the flag bearer, maybe they not be happy with them. Or maybe they just choose not to participate openly because me believe say everybody participated one way or another, but maybe to the outside world it wasn't sufficient. But I also want to tell you, I want to assure you, say nobody will leave the APC party, and we as a new executive will ensure that, and we will ensure, say, going forward, we we create a level playing field for everybody. We open the doors for every well-meaning Sierra Leonean, inside and outside Sierra Leone, for let you feel and believe, say, the APC belong to them. So this is how we think, say, within the shortest possible time, after we take power, after we take positions, after the National Delegates Conference, we will solve this. We get one focus, winner for win the elections in 2023.
Not to you now the only person, like if we don't call names them, you know, where they contest in this position. Well, I don't listen to other candidates and we as well they naturally say then are the best candidates. Some people say don't be the youth league president. Say they tell way everybody abandon the executive, the secretariat, and then be don't staying. So like everybody they market himself now. So the people foresee how best they can able for vote for them. Waiting make you stand out. You know, you don't actually tell we say you know one of the brainstem for the constitution that they enjoy to right now and other national documents and where you actually don't push. So you know to change out to the kind of thing and then you know what you want for do, you know what you want for achieve, you know how you want for take the party, you know. So but still everybody the knack just say don't do you. If you the convince person now where they watch you, where they listen to you. How you will convince them in 2 minutes? And also, you're not a orator, you're not a lawyer, you know, we can convince the judge, the magistrate, or whatever in just few seconds. So now tell people how the one that will watch you right now. We get over 514 on YouTube and over, you know, let me see, 266 na Facebook. So you talk to over close to 800 people right now when they watch you. More get for camera.
I've been on Sam earlier. I mean, a workman. It is not about occupying positions. It is not. For me, being the Deputy National Secretary General of the APC, no will change nothing for me from the work I done they do before. Yeah. It is not about sitting at the party office. Say we all man run away, you sit down. I'm not being sit down there because I'm not being a seat for sit down there. But I'm pretty sure the contribution I made to the party since we lost elections, only a few people don't make their major contributions in the various things we don't do. And, well, young people particularly, especially people that come up from the youth league. That's one. Secondly, my relationship with the people with the contest for being the Secretary General. These are people I've worked with. If I understand, say, being the deputy, it means you're the principal assistant to the one that will be Secretary General. When are supposed to be in sync the way how they think. These people I understand, and like I say, I don't be a lawyer for 14 years. I've known these people all this while, in politics and in law. We've worked together in many, many things, and we've worked with a very good synergy. I want for be this workman. I want for continue for be this workman. It is not about position. It is not about nomenclature. It's not about name. Say, make me be the Deputy National Secretary General or the person at the second in command of the Secretariat. That is not it for me. It's about how we put structures in place for meet the new dynamics in politics. For example, with database. As it is now, or up to about, even up to now, people are saying, oh, we name nothing at the register, or the register is skewed, blah, 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 blah. We want to create a proper database where everybody go know, say, it gets a unique number. If the number means 005 within the party, say I die, it will not change. Even like the national insurance number, it will not change. In terms of studying trends, I can tell you, say, as it is now, we don't study trends from 2002. There are books. Don't go off. Okay. There are pamphlets, all right, where we understand the trends from 2002, how the elections, they go within the districts. We understand and appreciate the legal regime because in the Secretariat, you have a lot to do with law. And the Constitution you get for deal with. You get for deal with the Constitution of the APC, the electoral laws, the National Constitution, how all them want to go play in the administration of the party, who is best placed to interpret this than the person who writes the law? So in a nutshell, since you say in 2 minutes, I go tell you, men are workman, are willing and ready for work, and there are things we want to put in place for ensure, say, the APCB will create a level playing field for everybody we want to come and be a member or a part of the APC. So in a nutshell, unless you have a specific question, that is how I'll put it in your small 2 minutes.
Okay. So the next question I will ask, you don't talk about database. So now we find out, say, for the first time when I don't get another, district or region, where in fact, it big so much that them plenty so much that they even big past the one where they inside the country. I mean, they talk about the diaspora. We're now the 6th region that one they according to our party. Yeah. So how una will put things them for able for capture all of them people them there now for they now on a database and no say this then belongs to the 6th region and now this way we want to work with them because this now the first time the truth now most of them will get the experience but working with the national executive will get for be a whole new thing for una and for them. So una really need that kind of big time coordination. Because the role of the diaspora get for be very, very much important to now. In terms of, raising funds, in terms of putting other things them together for making actually what una want for reach to, una able for reach to them. So the question is, sorry, how you feel say una go able for work with the diaspora and make sure say things go on how it's supposed to go?
Look, so firstly, get for do membership, yeah. Membership of the party is described in Chapter 2 of the Constitution. The way how you become a member of the APC party when you're in a salon is not different from the way how you become a member of the party when you're outside salon. Becoming a member of the APC now a voluntary decision. No one will coerce you to become a member. So even where you're in the diaspora, you can elect, you can select, you can choose, say you want to be a member of the party. And the thing we don't do now for take away the registration of members solely from the National Secretariat. So now you can register and become a member from even the district Usa Ude or the region Usa Ude. So instead of before how they do, then they took all the membership, all the application them. Then somebody they can salon a car with them. Then he come and can issue the membership card. It's different now. Now within this new law, you can enter the United States and you apply for membership from there, and they issue you with a membership card from there, and then give you a unique number where they sync with database na the party secretariat. So you don't have to come to be a member. Secondly, because of the advancements of technology, in the second highest body of the party way, now the National Advisory Committee, NAC. The head of the diaspora, when the diaspora coordinator, now a member of NAC. Now you don't need for the present for making it will be part of the meetings. We say you can be the diaspora coordinator, coordinating the entire diaspora, and through Zoom or whatever other means we get, we can connect you to the meetings and make you be a part of the process. Also, the way how we don't create this 6th region, we not been exist before, but we only they use ad hoc way. We just been the use even though the former constitution have been created. Now it don't similar to what they happen as alone. So within the diaspora, now we get constituencies, we get districts, then the region itself. So we get chapters, we get branches, we get chapters, and then we get the region. So all that coordination creates a clear pattern through which the diaspora will coordinate and organize themselves. And when it comes to the National Delegates Conference, 50 of their executives across the world, the diaspora can be delegates to the National Delegates Conference. Also, for let you qualify, for a particular country or area qualify, for me then consider them as a chapter or as a branch. They get a number of membership where they qualify them. Some not 25, some not 50. Once you get a number of people, 100, you send an application to the National Secretary General of the party. The National Secretary General of the party, in consultation with NAC, go approve, for example, Tanzania. We get Salon people, we get APC people in Tanzania. We want to make a branch in Tanzania. Then go there and form themselves, 25 or 50 of them. They don't put themselves together, then send an application for them to be considered as a branch or a chapter within the diaspora. And so basically in this new constitution, it don't clearly spell out how they will be considered and how their contributions will be adequately represented within the party.
The other question I will ask you, because for all this kind of position means that you get for really get thick skin. A lot of people get for they come at you. A lot of things them, faction and get for they get things the way they do. So if you get for lost focus, it means that not the downfall of the secretariat.
Yeah.
You for actually be that kind of person where they listen so much, but they act, negatively less to certain things then. So when means say you for be the unifier, the people away for bring the positive way for bring other people them together, and like when they can say now they also the papa vex, then it means a problem on the papa for always there in the position where if for they talk to different people at the same time. So how you go make sure say you be that center for uniting the party, you be example, instead of a good example, instead of that person where go dey pan shumu business, go begin to create faction, and we go create big time problem for una. Because the truth is, let's put it into the national context now. Una get a lot of work for me to 2023 election, especially at this time. So we una get for mend certain things them, when I see who una be all lose or wait till una be all lose for make sure so una car with some back. So whose role una get for play? Now you don't talk about the database, whose role una they play now, because the party need unity now than ever.
I will talk about myself. Yeah. And people who know me all this while know that I'm a calm person. I'm a respectful person. I'm humble and also unassuming. It doesn't mean I'm not clever. It doesn't mean I don't have a voice. I sure say the one day be here and see me in a parliament and TV and radio, then they know say I have a voice. I have a very firm stance. But at the same time, right through this process, I don't exhibit a level of fairness in all what I've been doing. There's a particular time where people accuse me, say, I created a divide within the APC, within this ITGC. Because in my interpretation, I say, we get 9. No, sorry, we get 12, then get 9. And people let me interpret that. But basically what I meant at the time was that the established structures within the party get 12 representatives. And they have a content faction. When to part of the established structures of the party, then get and say they pick 9 members. You remember the 21-man committee, the ITGC. So because of that, some factions say, Timbo, I not begin this divide, I not begin say this and that. No. I said the members of parliament, they're part of the structure of the party. The Women's Congress, Youth League, Diaspora, Veteran, they're all part of the structures of the party. The legal team is all part of the structures of the party. So if the courts don't specifically call parts of the structure of the party for them and send a representative, that's the establishment. So it's us. I consider myself as part of the establishment of the APC, and then the others not a faction. So that's why I said 12 versus 9. But I can also tell you, say, I'm one person where don't create an open door. Almost all of the flag bearer aspirants I've spoken to. The one that I know, all the ones that are the big 6, Dr. Samoa Kamara, and even people who not even come within the party yet. I have a very close relationship with them, and also the support system. Because I don't create that kind of platform, I cannot show say, oh, I didn't no more. If you are vying for a national position, you want to represent the APC, you want to be seen as this possible to accommodate everybody, then you need for be like Comra, where everybody for able to access you, where everybody for feel free and believe say you go give them the level playing field for make them come and do what they want for do. And that is what I have exhibited over the years. And that is what I intend to do, even when I hold position. Because for me, it is this conduit, this thing we want for use, this motorcar, this vehicle, we want for use for develop this country. The vehicle are the APC. It's not any individual who want for follow for the take over the country. It's about putting a house together, presenting a formidable force and a formidable manifesto to the people of this country for CC win a better alternative to waiting from waiting and get so today. So that is what I intend to do, create that level playing field, continue for make people and see me as this unifying figure. As young as I am, where everybody feel comfortable for talk to and for deal with. And this is something where I will also push with me, whoever get to be the head of the secretariat, will be me own boss.
Okay, so now we actually don't reach to this point. We're not the rundown part with this right now. Except otherwise, you go want for talk to the public?
I do.
Yes, so I mean, for let we get some few people and we will call in, you know, and let we hear you waiting and go get for say with you. So we start for the reaction way people will get, or how yourself will get for take the whole situation. So now a test case for now. So let me see how many people get interest for ask question to Honorable Osman Timbo for the in one for be the Deputy Secretary General for the APC party. So let me hear from from Una. We they take 1 minute per call, quick one. Just come, give your name and say the call for me, and then please go straight to the question where you want to ask Honorable Osman Timbo, and then of course you'll go for answer the question before ever we left the program. So the line door open now. You can call no more on WhatsApp, please WhatsApp, yeah. Now WhatsApp you can call and then you add your voice inside the program, okay? Let me go now and take the first caller where we don't get inside the program this evening. Welcome to the show, please. Your name and where you call from?
Sengepie, this is not the man, the only man. Our body and our time.
Praise God,
Mr. Timbo, Mr. Timbo, how everything.
Thank God.
I not come for ask Timbo question, but I come for cancel them out to the public.
Hey,
okay. Now, person when I know personally,
okay.
We attended together the Sierra Leone Grammar School, and they 2 classes ahead of me.
Okay.
And a very straightforward, you know, get them bang with waiting it they do. And if he talks like this, he always stand for the truth. So I don't want to let nobody get doubt over Timbo, because we ready for sell him out for make people and know the quality where he possess. And I believe that because of that quality day, now I make mother be with him king, then fishing him out of parliament. And even when they fishing him, he still be the person. When it come to sensitive matter, it dey inside. When it come to humbleness, nobody like it.
Right. So I saw you now only 1 minute to get for sell the candidates. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Please, members that would not go in for them. Thank you.
All right, so go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show, please.
How are you, sir? How everybody and the guests all get?
Thank God you do fine. Please, you get 1 minute.
My question now to everybody, I don't they do the right talk as well. Then people are not they talk for the country now, but them party, me party. Una none get the country now.
Sorry?
Una none. They not get the country in a hat. All waiting and get in a party.
Okay.
Me party.
But wait, a day you for talk about the party. Hold on. A day you for can't talk about in party any aspiration, not for the country.
My brother,
Another area actually, if I not mind to an answer about the country.
I think you lines have not look the come. I really want to let you get with it. You get me? You if you use earphone, please now for pull up. Your time don't actually done, but I still want to get with you to say.
I will call back.
No, we get you now. We get you now.
Yes, hello?
So the question where that I ask, or the reason why Ikaya now for talk about imposition na the party, not so for the country.
Yes, but I mean, I'm sorry for say this. That now the first mistake we will all they do. Then people are not even consider, but the suffering where the masses they go through today. Because if you consider your country, we dey talk about party, but make sure say you mention the current affairs where they go on. At the country.
So I think we take responsibility because I mean they ask questions. Now me they ask questions, so now me take responsibility because I'm not driving to that one they eat.
All right. Well, I want not to I dey force you because now you own
No, you're correct. You very much open. You views them very correct.
But then people are too selfish and self-centered. All they care about party.
All right.
The Green Can party. They're not talk about the current affairs.
I wish you didn't follow it to the ending, but this now in party we they talk about. Anyway, thank you very much for appreciating your point.
Sorry, sir. Yes. Sir.
It's okay, no problem. Okay, we go on the line again. You want to answer this one quick. So caller, please hold on quick, yeah. Honorable one answer something. Just hold on the line. Yes. No, hold on, caller. Please go ahead.
I'm not hearing at all, so I can't.
Okay, so basically, what they say.
I can't answer. I'm not hearing that way.
I'll tell you what he say. He say, una selfish, una most of una just they talk about una party, una need to talk about the pressing issues of the people right now in the country. So I just been trying to tell them, say, I ask questions and I dare to be the answer to. So me take responsibility because I know each to that point they hit. But so we will come to that day.
I'm willing to talk about the country anytime.
Yes, so we will come to that day, but for now, let's focus on waiting at the main thing of the discussion. So let me go again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your patience with me.
Okay, hello, good evening to Riyadh.
How you doing?
Yeah, thank God. I'm Mohamed Lamiko Folbongo, the call from Riyadh.
Okay, please go ahead.
Well, I really want to know how Osman Timbo get for stand for defend the youth people in this land. Moreover, like we see a lot of violence or a lot of advantage when the government is people them. Already we need to see much from the APC. They come for defend the people them. So I want to know if you get for all the position of deputy secretariat, how we go come strongly for defend the masses of this land.
Okay.
So that's the question.
Thank you very much. They ask a question: if you happen for be the deputy secretary general, how you will stand up for defend the people of this country? But hold on, there we come to another question to other person. Welcome to the show, please.
Hello. Yeah, I think we try for derail the program by bringing things are not pertinent and irrelevant to what this man can present himself for. I think this man they try for campaign, not to manifesto, not to presidential aspirants. We not get presidential aspirants for the country for can't begin to say now this and that's what they can do for the country for now. They try for achieving aspiration for become the deputy secretary general. I think that's what the address. But people are misconstruing the whole thing, and this is very wrong.
Right.
You know, we don't say as one thing they can't tell you about the country. So I don't say as everybody is entitled to his own view in the program, but that's realistic. Let us be real.
It depends on how
let's
you
come
come
to the chase, you understand, and go straight to the point. Let's not read my road, you know. So what thing I want to ask, I'm gonna 1 minute I get because I can feel like just 1 minute to be here for the talk and then program here. So what thing you want to say in summary to this we look at luminary, we very vibrant. How they go for bring about the other factions there, because it's very actually who we now very disheartening with the same APC they lash at each other. Then for the lash at the common enemy, even though they say we look upon the government as friend, yes, is not our friend, because look at the way people in the language, look about the economic access to the country, look at the suffering when they born. Now they tell what they talk about now. You understand?
Okay.
So I don't want to let Mr. Timbo look at SLPP say they are competitors. These governments they don't do a lot of things. There's no freedom of speech, state capture, and a lot of things because of 1 minute I get.
Thank you
so
very much.
Then you defend that say the APC they don't get into faction. See people they attack themselves on social media. It's so hard really. I feel say what they for do now for last at for lambast or reproach or castigate the government who don't bring stuff into people them. So how they will come as the way is aspire for this position, will bring on board all the groups so that we get a formidable APC for go to the 2020 election. That's what I want for Central. Thank you very much.
So the question where they ask now, how una go do for make sure say una bring all of the other factions, especially when we see them they come outside the social media, then they telling company word, then they exposing company, we go get for tell on them tomorrow. So it basically the concern about that. Now we'll take another call. Welcome to the show, please. Your name and where you call from?
Hello, good evening.
How are you, sir?
Cool. I call from the United States, and I want to say Mr. Timbo na a fine gentleman. I believe in waiting and believing. Na man we no mix pan ben and stand for the truth. I don't work with him, and I foresee na my mentor. I serve under an internship. And it happened for me fellow Regentonian. Having said all of that, I want to make a note on inside a day. But a lot of people are curious and go get for ask the question, say, Mr. Timbo, why you be done this while with them people there? So don't the treat we like say we don't know what we do up to.
What you say them
people? And I mean it's clear the SLPP and the current government to be specific. We don't see the total derail of democracy. We don't see how the people in the malign and twist things. Look what happened in August 10. Then twist them to their favor for say now people in camp for can invade or impeach them. And then the international community no gets no option but for sympathize with them, so to say. However, not so that they will dwell on. Now, yes, make I just land. Ms. Timbo, I want you to know say you get me full support in any shape and form, but just let people know where have you been so that any someone will get the doubt taken off of your mind. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You get that one?
No.
Okay, basically they ask say, first of all, I tell you say you get in support, but the question is, also you been done there all this time when the SLPP government done they mistreat people them, especially the August 10, 11 and so and the other issues them when are born in issues them in the country right now. So now in they ask, it say go on for make lay too light on that day, so you will clear the doubts now plenty people in minds. Now we'll take another call. Welcome to the show. My name is Hello.
Hello.
Please, you need to and let me talk, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
I call from United States. The question to you, Honorable Timbo. You know the present, the past executive, how influential them been at the world stage. So if you happen to be the Deputy Secretary General, waiting that you stand at the international stage, at the international community, how effective you will be for able to fight for the party at that level there.
All right. Thank you. So basically they ask, you know, internationally how you go for market the party, because the last executive is very much influential in the international community. You know, how you go able for represent the party, or how you go for manage the activities in the party, or are you going for sell them out to the international community, especially when they want for seize advantage power now. So I'll take 3 more calls, then we go to we guests for answer, because we don't come to the end of the program. We're not able to take everybody in call. Very sorry in advance. So welcome to the show, please. Name and the call from.
Yes, I'm okay. How do you do, sir?
We know the hear you fine, sir. If you use the iPhone, please remove one quick. Your time they go.
Okay. How do you do, sir?
How do you do fine? How you safe?
Yeah, I just want to ask Mr. Honorable, because I believe in a young promise man. The area outside in born, if in a standard thing that in born by Rokula, because we don't see all the animal come inside there disappoint you, but I hope say no go before like it let's say one go there. Because a young man already for we still progress on us, so no go amen back become short like them say move on go there. Yeah.
How you call the place? Standard waiting?
Standard Tendaru, Rokula after Rokula.
Yes, standard after Rokula. Okay, thank you very much. You get that one, the honorable?
Yeah, that's come up. I know that the last
part. Yes, he say in order for you disappoint people like the Temuba because most of the one they come on at their side and they don't disappoint people So now they basically I will take 2 more calls. Welcome to the name and
Hello. Yeah, Adama. I call from Freetown. Hello.
I not get you. What you say?
I say Mina Adama Mambu. I call from Freetown.
Oh, Mama Mambu, how are you?
Fine, oh, Papa. They do not. Thank you. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You don't make me net. Like the person this way, I know by sleep. Way they talk, I they really enjoy them. So, like for me, so I no get question because I know say, where then give a chance. Like I talk and I walk man. I want the young people in this way, me as woman, I want born. And I believe saying I want the young people in this like you say for sit down this and get pay, we go move Sierra Leone. That I believe in them. And somebody they ask, so I don't do all this time. Me, I believe say a day. And even begin for doing work na parliament. But because they see Panam, that kind of charisma for challenge issues in the parliament, and make them pull and day. And even when come out, Attila, they find way for kill this fine boy, this fine gentleman. So if they sit down quiet, everything gets in time. We won't continue for loss all the young people and just because of one green government. So he been there around. And me are glad you will just sit on suffer. And now that it don't come back, I'm glad and I know say that particular position where they run for it, they get them because I'm a humble person, a respectable person, and they follow the APC party system. They follow the kind way we meet the elderly people and the party. Now that's it they follow. So all the other young people and they see them as an example. And I believe say then go vote for them. But one question I ask, I don't know who side me are they around like Waterloo, I don't know, so I will go for register and just update me party card. If you can able give me direction to that, my dear son. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right. But I can't take one more call. You get the last question. If it around Waterloo side for going register for him party card. Now one. Then number 2, the thing where he say actually ask you direct question, but rather is throwing support for you and say a glad way been just go low because even when you don't go low until I been there behind you, for make sure say they waste you live. Like where we see happen to the Honorable Sheriff KU. Now me add that one day. Anyway, I mean add that last part day. And
talk about that. I will talk about that Sheriff KU we talk about. So.
Yes, so and other things them. So now then so I'll take the last call before we go into that day. Welcome to the show, please. Your name and where the call from.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Me na concerned Sierra Leonean.
Yes, please.
Yes. Me na concerned Sierra Leonean are the call from United States. I want to ask a simple question, my dear. The lawyer waiting at the studio.
Okay.
So I want to know if the APC has already accepted the fraudulent final voter registration. Because what me they see here is the APC just rely on the powerless people them. They're not able to defend the people them. So how they get for you can defend their votes? Because me not care about me na APC. I always the talker. So we want to know if the APC not therefore able for inject this process until transparency and inclusivity is ensured. So why the SLPP, excuse me sir, why the APC get all them boku lawyer them for? Why? Wait to make them need to take them people then a court. Wait to make them need to take actions as how SLPP they make use of opportunities, both in opposition and in governance. We will pissed off. We will not like this grumble. I see a post, I even commented on Facebook where the mayor Akisoya, they always complain. They complain about this fraudulent voter registration, but there is no action. It is enough of these complaints, Mayor. It is enough of these complaints. There, I want to know no more. Simply, I can go pray right now in shy. But I will listen this program later. I want to get the answer if they don't accept this voter registration, whether just public.
Thank you.
No more. Thank you. Bye bye.
So he asked you if you don't accept the voter registration when NEC don't publish. That is one. And then completely tired with the complain. They need una for take action because una get boku lawyer them, but he say una not agree for take action. And then the people and don't tire of this. They really want action this time around. You see how the mayor, the gombu, not all land they want. Mayor, he say he tired with that. They need for una take action against this government, especially like what themselves been do when they be the opposition. Okay, I just been there in your own tone and voice. We got 608 people where watch right now with 254 likes on YouTube. Please increase for the likes, then please. We get a lot of things them. Tomorrow we dey with 2 other people them. Let's just go through my phone. Una pardon, excuse me quick. Let's just tell una who that we get tomorrow. We dey get one other person where for the APC UK and I branch, he named Adams Bangura. He say one for be the chairman. And they join me inside the program tomorrow. And of course, we want to talk about human rights record inside the country. So we dey with another individual where we can talk about human rights for the last 12 months, you know, in the executive secretary for Human Rights Defenders Network Sierra Leone. Of course, we get good things them for talk. And this guy, this man, he will come and talk about all of the things them where we go on for Yeri and all of the questions that we go on for ask. So back to you, Honorable Timbo. These are the questions that we don't come inside.
Okay. I hope I go able to do justice to them because I know in the area in the first place, and I'm sure there are a few questions they were going to miss. But I'll start with this last person in question about whether the APC don't accept this fraudulent voter register as a column, and which we self-accept say it is not a credible voter register. I don't see all the press releases that with the APC don't pull, where the leader of parliament don't pull, the mayor don't pull. And I also, I believe, say, aware of the case where the party don't care go to the Supreme Court on the proportional representation where they want for introduce in the electoral system for the 2023 elections. So in terms of going to court, we don't go to court. Maybe we not do enough yet for going to court, but I can tell you, say, we've called on the international community and other state and other actors for make the help for ensure say we get a free and fair elections in 2023. But at the same time, some of these cases we take it to court. I want to make one also understand say the courts, as much as I don't expect for those get decisions them, we don't see over the years how the decisions here they come. And we feel say if we get alternative ways for solve them problem here, so let's pursue them one and day in a peaceful way. Then the other person asked Usai, the person from Waterloo, he said Usai will get a card or register. So in terms of registration right now, for this lower level elections, I think the dates don't close. Where you go and go register. But after this lower level elections, they get for open them up again, and then we get for continue for register. You in the rural district, I don't know side the place get for day, but definitely under the new constitution, the rural districts get for get in your place. Also, you will go and go register if you can't come and register at the party office. If not just renew, you want for renew or pay your subscription, then you just need for go to the bank. Now local commercial bank, the account number is there. You pay your subscription, you bring yourself up to date, then you're good to go. You can come to the party, forget a receipt, or if you hold your bank receipts there, and it's enough evidence of you paying your subscription. The next person may ask, who am I born? Whether na Sanda, Tendaring, Rokulang or not. Me na Freetong born. I born na Moritong village, na Freetong, and a day I been represent na parliament. However, me papa, in papa, Alaji Wuro, na dem bin come and can settle na Sanda Tendaring Rokulang to be specific. And na day me papa self bin dey na dem born am. Actually, papa born na bu but actually in family hall na sanda tendarang wokulang na didn't come out. My mama born na Freetown. So in a way, me na Freetown boy, we get paternal roots from Sanda Tendarang. They also mention Temu Bangura. At some point in 1982, my papa and Temu Bangura had been contest that elections where people have been classed as the most bloody elections in Sierra Leone. After that elections, my daddy resigned from politics, and from that day, he never go close to politics again. And in 1987, he was appointed a Court of Appeal judge, and in 2002, he was made the Chief Justice of Sierra Leone. So the other person say, how can I market the party internationally? And he asked about my international collection. I can tell you, say, as young as I am one of the few young Sierra Leoneans who don't get the opportunity for do a leadership course under the Obama leadership, Young African Leadership Initiative in 2015. I've attended a lot of international programs there, and I belong to a lot of international group them way. All the time, we talk about development in our countries, in Africa and across the world. In 2019, I was named amongst the 20 young politicians of the world by the One Young World organization. I have those people in my contacts. In 2019, I was also named West Africa's Young Politician of the Year by the West African Federation. Apart from that, me exposure with these people, it continues.
The program we watch right now, we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We get Honorable Osman Timbo. Let me make this again very clear. He actually there for talk about aspiration and they try for contest for the position of Deputy Secretary General for the APC party. So now that's not the reason we make a day now the program today. And of course we will get for talk about other things that we get for do with. The country, waiting they do as a nation, as a individual for the country generally. So we will get for talk about that one day. So please, you will not like the program yet. Please like the program for we, and then you will not actually, subscribe to this channel. Please consider for subscribe now. Okay. We thank you very, very much because your subscription will carry go a long, long way. So in the meantime, we want to tell you thank you for joining. We will come with Honorable and not done yet too. And not done yet at all. Honorable the come back Jesus for can join me inside the program for let we continue for talk about the rest of the other issues them we even the try for put in place for answer. So please now you wait to watch right now for like the program. We get how many people them? Okay, we get like 50 people them we don't join we right now. We now new people them but they're not subscribers to this channel. Please consider for subscribe, okay? And make sure we reach 100,000 where we want for reach. In the meantime, we'll take this message. We'll come out just now.
Oh yes, plenty organization don't come and go, but this one come for stay because in M, not the heartbeat of God for help the poor and needy. It's the Sidra Women's Organization.
Sidra's Women Organization. They come for help with the poor and Sidra's Women Organization.
The Sidra Women's Organization will be launched officially on Saturday, the 7th of January 2023. This historic event go on for inside Makiniton, right now the SLTU Hall. The time now 10 o'clock now morning. As the main aim of this organization now for help the poor and needy, the Sidra Women's Organization would look for extend invitation to all Soriat organizations, especially other sister women's organization for can witness this colorful ceremony. I say we Makini fumble them. Let we not forget the date again. Na Saturday, January 7, 2023, 10 o'clock in the morning, and the place na the Great SLTU Hall, McKinney Town. This organization is sponsored by a daughter of the swell, based in the United States of America, Madam Sidratu Aminata Kamara. The Sidra Women's Organization, helping the poor and needy. Is our passion. Is our passion.
They come for do their best to the poor, east, west, south, the east, and the north.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. This is a program we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We get Honorable Osman Timbo. Yeah, Honorable, the answer to the questions, please.
Yeah, so I'll go to the next question where somebody asked, what's happened there during all the suffering we've been happening? Adea, I'm not going to say. To be honest, I've been here and I just changed the strategy because I believe, we need to make the APC a better option, an alternative for those people of this country. So after I was removed from Parliament and after my papa died and come off from that morning day, I come back and said I work for the party. I was more determined than ever to ensure that the party become a very good, incredible party for make people see and admire and want to join because of the democratic tenets they more than see in the party. So that is how I've been working on this constitution, press releases, working with the secretariats, the rules and regulations of the party. So I changed my strategy from attacking the government to actually trying to bring a change from within the party. So for me, I believe, the problems of the country, whether you shout about them, you shout about them. With the way how the governance system begun in this country, everything are by force. So nothing has changed. After the improvement of Parliament, I continued fighting. I go Commonwealth Parliament. Again, I go to the Interparliamentary Union, we are the World Parliament. I go, I write to ECOWAS Parliament, and I went there, and I even tried to bring a case against them at the ECOWAS court. What happened afterwards? That all the see on social media say how they don't send truck police them for can arrest me, for can do me this, for can do me that. Like how that I call I talk about Attila. Attila mentioned me, he mentioned Honorable Sheriff Keru of blessed memory now, Medkey, mentioned Honorable Kalawa, say we the Pantrain rebel them, vigilante them for attack the government. Specifically, he say how me and Honorable Kalawa the Pantrain rebel them, Namoitombe in gone for can attack the government. And this was a time where COVID been just begin. And so they were saying these things. And they invite Honorable Sheriff Keru they invite him to police station. Few days after they invite him to police station, he sleep na net, he wake in the morning, he die. Me and Sheriff Keru were the closest people in Parliament. Sometimes people didn't feel, or may say even get that kind of feeling, say that because of the closeness, I make them pull Sheriff Keru. You remember there was this picture been out where they show we were red beret in Parliament, me and Sheriff Keru and others. So that picture then I may even go viral. And me and Sheriff been close. Even during the court sittings, now me and they sit down together. So people feel like now because of me make them pull Sheriff Keru, but may say maybe not. Because the Southside Sheriff Keru been there been really strategic, water key. So it was just right for make them pull him from Parliament. So they invited him and he come back and he can't die. I've been waiting for me on. I know that something was building. I sit on my pala, I listen again to social media, somebody sent unto me. Let's say how me, Payansane, Paminkalo Mansare, how during the lockdown as alone, we don't left now. Yes, as alone, we don't Fenway, we don't left Freetown. We don't go hold secret meetings with President Koroma and McKinney. So the things were building up. And I was like, maybe there's a plan for completely silent me. And I'm like, for me, I'm not fighting against the SLPP. I want to see development in this country. Opportunities are there for me across the world. I turn them down because of beliefs and a responsibility. Now we responsibility for ensure say this country go before. We prepare them for we serve. We prepare them for the picking they would upon. And for that reason, I said I cannot go anywhere. But with all this pressure, I can tell you, so the first flight we left Salone, when I lift the COVID restrictions, the first flight, I was on board that flight. I left this country for a little peace. I went for almost 6 months. And that was the only time that I left this country. The longest time I don't spend out of Salone in my life are 6 months. And then I've been out 6 months. I sat there and I made up my mind that I'm coming back to serve the people. And since I come back, I can tell you, say, the things I've been doing are so plenty, but the people we know within the party. I've been an organizer. I say, not like I give up on the sufferings of the people. I've worked for the APC and I've worked for the people of this country. Somebody else asked how to bring all these factions together. Firstly, you have to lead by example. If you don't begin to show bias at this particular point, people will not believe you. Which face, which high ground will you would dare for make you come and talk to them after somebody got a lost elections? So from now, we need for sure that kind Independence Day, that kind of thing where somebody go believe, say, okay, this person, I support him because he's competent. I'm not just a support him because he belongs to this camp or that.
All right, the program now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. We actually come to the end of the program, so unable just to try for make sure say a answer to the different questions them where you don't ask them inside the program. So we try for see the network again don't all them up. When I return back, we go actually conclude the program for this net. Okay, Colliers to come to you tomorrow morning. 9 a.m. Salone time, as we get a lot of things that we want for discourse. Maybe we can to see how we can engage, the court system, the public relations officer for the judiciary, in the morning, 9 p.m. Salone time, yeah? So, not forget for joining me inside the program, Colliers, as the producer, they actually work serious one for put things them in place. This is a program we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Still there, and we wait for the honorable for you turn back. Follow we talk about things them. Okay, whilst I wait, let's just see if I can get 1-2 things there. Let's see. YouTube then can ask for what because the conversation them not can come too much. Like the family talk they can too much. Let's see. I left the Kamajo talk and the tribal bigotry say. A better way you lay low. Okay. This one say a better way you lay low. Let's see, it better way you lay low because they're ready for eliminate the good one them, but they not go succeed. I'm Majid Malik. Let's see, yes, Mama Yebutigi Katino APC SLPP not even democratic. Okay, APC SLPP not even democratic. Now them party tell me how they were able for rule Sierra Leone democratically. Okay, Mama Yebutigi, and then the next one I see. It's better to hide for don't die. For let you not die. Okay, Fatima Kamara. Let me see. Okay. DSN and this platform is for all political parties, both SLPP and SLPP and APC and SLPP. This platform is neutral. We welcome every political party. Diaspora Salone Network. This is for we are. Don't support no political parties. Alright, let's just see if anyone day na Facebook where we just watch quick one. Why it's we wait for honorable. I wait for Honorable now. Let come inside quickly. Let we wrap up. I don't hungry. Okay, let's just see if I can get a few messages them now. This man to Fofana say Attila was very instrumental in the death of Honorable Sheriff Keru, not Aziz, Honorable Sheriff Keru. Aziz and Sheriff are the same family no more, but this one not to Aziz na Sheriff. And thank you, boy. God bless you, Maya to Fauna. And there you get Memuna Barry say, Amen, Sierra Leone definitely deserve a sustainable development. We don't tire, we don't gaze. Okay? Abubakar Rashid say, oh, Sheriff Keru, make Allah Guillaume, Jana, Fidao, Amin, okay? This other person, let's just watch quickly and see this other. Welcome back, sir.
Right.
Yes. This other person, I have to first say, we had, God bless you. Okay, this one, Abubakar Rashid again. Abubakar Rashid say, oh, Salon, God help this nation. Yes, Honorable, we better talk about Sheriff Keru issue and all, and Attila, and including yourself.
Right, so I think I've not done that part there, and that just will explain why I actually been keep quiet.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. It was for obvious reasons, And I mean, talk about how to unite the party.
Please.
How for you take your instructions, and how you need to lead by example. But if you don't begin showing yourself, say, oh, I did at this camp or that camp, people know will get that confidence. That is what we have to build. Building confidence. If you're a candidate, show that you're an independent candidate, especially when you come for a national position. That is what we have portrayed. But I believe so far, whoever wins could not say. I mean, whoever wins within the national executive will appreciate the APC na a national party. Do you get me?
Yes, please go ahead, please.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So we believe that the APC is a national party and that every member within the APC is important. And we will get a moral high ground before we will talk to people then and convince them that the actual enemy is not the APC, but the SLPP is our competitors. And I think that's about it for the questions as far as I remember.
Okay, I think you don't do justice to them things in there. But like always, Leo will make this very clear. The platform open for everybody. Anybody will want to come in. APC, SLPP, interestingly, today they try for call Alpha Side, but I'll not be able to get them. It open to everybody. Yeah, so right now na APC convention. So if not them they come in, not they will talk to. When the election they come proper, we already done the type of set a team where go if they not come meet we go meet them by force for let them come, because when election they come one for hear everybody voice. Why APC why SLPP, because now tomorrow we get for all them back accountable for anything we go get for the come up. So please una know they see this platform like APC, but the truth now we na party to the opposition, because any country where opposition not wrong, that country they a problem. Because the government would just do things they want for do them. Now when the government not even want any strong voice where they oppose to certain things them. And 90% of what we do now for all the government to account. Talk about things them where they no one follow talk about, but they talk and because the people need for know. Yeah, 10% get for do the opposition. Of course, we know sometimes they will do now. We'll catch them, the opposition. Like for say they know if they know. In fact, we know now, not to T1 for begin the talk. We can as well blast for the serious one. In some cases, the way we find out the waiting and they do not correct. Yeah, even if not the internal party issue, because if they're not able for settle certain things, them now tomorrow waiting we get for talent. So we know they look first, we not sabi nobody. Yeah, today we talk to you, you go. If you come back tomorrow, you feel like for say you feel comfortable for talk to back, okay. But if not, we wish you good luck. I mean, we talk about every other person. I know they talk about our guests now and so. So please, wanna open up, wanna mind them and no say this platform they ready for anybody. But now. APC then come and na their own program they ahead, so we go get for handle them, and we still get more of them. We don't put notice. I mean, we don't talk about and say anybody we get interest for come now platform. Let's just contact we, because we no go sabi all man, we not sabi them. But when you contact we give the platform, yeah. So please let everybody get this at the back of your mind. Honorable, we actually don't come to the end of the program. I know say you don't time, and myself I don't angry from where I come out, me travel where I come. I just can't sit down now. So quick one for you. So now we don't reach to the end of the show. You know, if you for talk to people them again, you know, what you want for left with them. You know, now you don't clear all of them questions them. I feel say them go don't feel okay. Although plenty people they back when military for call, we want for talk to you or want for ask you question, but the time not go permit we because we don't take like 2 hours 15 minutes. It's not long. Yes, 2 hours 15 minutes, and you self not even know say we don't take 2 hours safe. Because the conversation, I think say the information they flow. Now so you can tell like at times so we program boring. As you reach 1 hour, so you don't begin to you want sleep. But anyway, let we go. What do you want for left with it now? Now angry, me now angry, you not to for say tired. I don't angry.
I go say this to Sierra Leoneans. Well, firstly, let's talk to the APC people. I don't put myself to a service. I come not because, like I said earlier, just want to hold the national position. I want to continue to work for the party. All these years, what I don't in a professional life or public life, I don't sabi and see or hear what would I be and the kind of person who I be. I put myself to and I ask for make una support me because of what una believes I can do. Not because una think Osman Timbo na una padina, una go school, una come on the same area, na you tribesman. But because of the value and the contribution we are going to make towards the APC. I put myself to honor. I ask una for make una look behind, una look before, and tell me whether I'm a person of a good character, somebody who don't do bad things than before. Because 14 years the cast, I don't in public service. If me not this kind of corrupt person, if me not this kind of inefficient person, I go don't know. So vote for me or support me based on competence, which I will bring at the table, not just because you see me face, you like me face, and you think I can make a difference. So Sierra Leoneans, the country is in a very difficult place. If we enjoy today, I don't need to tell you. If we suffer, I don't need to tell you. We all feel it the same way. I mean the ordinary man. You sabi how yesterday the day. Yesterday not been all that sweet. Complain them in Boku. But tell me if whether the complaints of today and worse pass what they happened yesterday. When the program starts and play this clip of this money business where they say when they can have power within 6 months, the money na 750. The money go can change maybe half of that day. So they say they can up to 375,000. Now we chase 2 million. Forget that. It's not about talking about the problems of the country. It's about providing solutions. Every government therefore goes through challenges, internal and external challenges and shocks. And how you deal with them one day, and they should say you're a good government or not a good government. Other countries then where COVID affects, they're trying to get out of it, they develop it small. But Salon will just scatter, just to go behind with the let's progress. But still we get leaders that will sing to you and to talk, say, not about waiting, not about high. There was a time where I say this thing now, you know the politics will be play with the Fube College, black man with man politics. That is exactly how then people don't take governance in this country. Governing people is a serious business. What are the alternatives? What are the internal solutions the way you don't fair? The president the other day, on an interview with Amadou Lamanaba, the United Nations, mentioned, say 80% of the money where the government they generate, they go towards paying salaries and servicing the debts. Where you get 80% of your country in money, they go to that. Only 20% left for development. Then you're doing nothing. You have to find alternative ways from within for you make money. You know, we can add the suffering and the people them say, oh, they can add taxes, we can add this, we can add that, we pull this this holiday will be due now. They pull down the leeways, basically what they give you. You say they add there. They airport you they add, passport you they add, this you they add, that they you add, just for they generate money. And also, any country where the biggest employer are the government, that country is bound for stagnate. That say bound not for go before. It's either a day outside day or it can be. And that is what is happening in Sierra Leone. The biggest employer in Salon are the government. Why you not package your country to a way where investors that they come from outside can invest? Why you not create an enabling environment where access to money, finance, small-scale financing for those small people, market them able to do business. With traders, them able to get access to finance for themselves do business. These are some of the ways, and like I just explained to you, so by the time we come up with convention, the APC come up with convention, when we put together with manifesto, then I go realize the APC has a better plan as an alternative, as a government in waiting for take this country out of the suffering we pass today. Once more, I left una follow una such na conscience. Yesterday and today, which one better? How you feel today? It better pass how things were there yesterday. The decision then are you on hand. June 24, 2023. You have the responsibility to vote for the alternative or vote for continuation of this sweetness we want to enjoy. So, I thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you for your time and everything inside the program. Of course, we will get for the talk about national issues them as time they go because now the time don't reach so where plenty people be the wait for and they want for year from different people and especially the opposition and the ruling when it comes to waiting the intent for do for the people of the country after the 2023 election. If not the government in the waiting, of course, people want for year from una waiting day na the plate. How una go do differently from waiting una be don't do before. Because people before una come on, people be cry say angry boku. Now that make them pull una and other things that maybe they happen. You know, so if they don't see this thing now, they don't see all two the sides them. So the question is now, why we for take una back? We will come to that one day as time to go inside the program. You know, next time, follow we talk about all of the issues there. So one more time, I want to say plenty thank you for joining inside the program and we wish you all the best as you the contest for this particular position. Thank you one more time. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you and God bless all those who don't take all this difficult time and then on Facebook and YouTube for watch and listen to this. Thank you very much. God bless you now. God bless Sierra Leone. And I wish you a post 2023.
All right, in name now Honorable Osman Timbo. We've been joining inside the program this net. For we talk about different things them we get to do with the imposition we actually they go for. Well, until we meet again, it's another beautiful edition of the program we actually call we had. Yes, tomorrow. Now Wednesday, of course, in the afternoon, now for blow your mind, yeah, the truth you get for say, yeah. And it no matter what, the truth you get for say, try save the future, the truth you get for say, yeah. And it no matter what, the truth you get for say, Can blow your mind. All right, so tomorrow in the afternoon, of course, we'll go there for talk about different things. Them and on next we get another program we'll look out for now again. Well, until meet again in innocent, be the freedom fighter. God bless we country Sierra Leone, and God bless you when you take your time for watch, listen, and all. You know, somebody be just tell you say, but we are not full, we but not so we all not full. We not so na APC. If me na APC, wait to make her for free. Nobody really feed me, and if nobody. So, if me na APC, of course, I come out with APC platform. And if me na APC proper, I'm not getting a business with SLPP. We see how they happen on other platform. The way if you say, this na APC proper, nothing other way they do with SLPP. But anything about SLPP, anything about APC, they bring but still, now this na salon people. Yeah, for satisfy everybody, not all at the same time. But the only thing we just get for be persevere and not say what we do, we got for do them and do them for the best. Okay? Well, until we meet again, I want to say I tell you thank you. God bless we country Sierra Leone, where we call we are. Sembe the freedom fighter. I'm out.
Don't ranga. Aki don't dia, fish don't dia, yabas don't dia, kamai don't dia, yabas don't dia, granats don't dia, wine don't dia, yes, don't dia, pony play no de waka na tom. I would die.